everybody, and welcome to a special birthday edition of What the Fuck. Happy birthday, Star Trek fans! That was a very dramatic entrance, wasn't it? So I just wanted to say happy birthday to us all. Some of us have been playing longer than 3 years, some of us less than 3 years, but this is 3 years of our life that we have invested in this game. Blood, sweat, tears, money, you name it, we have invested it. And how much has the game changed in 3 years? It's crazy to think about how it was back then, just how little there was to do, actually, as I kind of think about it. So I just wanted to go over a couple of the things, just for those newbies who may not remember anything that was there before. Just look at it. Look at the graphics. I'm playing this on my PC. Big start. Before you had to do it on BlueStacks. And then you had to have an Android account. Now you can play on any platform. It just means you can play anywhere, anytime. Which is exactly what we don't want to do. But now we have no choice. If your work laptop or work computer allows you to download it, I'm sure you'll be downloading it. But there's so much stuff that's happened, I say, over the last 3 years. And for myself personally, starting off on a kind of day one, not really having a clue with regards to mobile games. And it's so much going on now. And do you know what? What I wanted to do to start with actually was actually look at what wasn't there on the map. And I think it's quite glaringly obvious, actually, what wasn't there before Augments, before Khan came. Eclipse, before the Eclipse came. What else did we have? Borg. Remember Borg coming in? Which then came entangled with this monstrosity of a thing. What else? Swarms. They weren't there. I had no swarms. What did we do? And the big glaring one, obviously, is, well, territory capture. That wasn't there either. Wow. But the bigger part of this is, as we saw over time, remember when we had a lock between here, Balcook, was it Balcook? And deep space. It's crazy to think that this whole area was restricted. And it was a year into the game when G4 was released. And it took the game to another level. And then, as I say, more recently, another level again with G5. And it's allowed those to progress at the speed that they wanted. There's just so much, I don't know, avatars, for instance. We didn't have the choice of having an avatar and a frame. Is crazy to think that all of this has come into the game and how much pushback people were going, oh, why would I need an avatar? Why would I need this? It's useless. But people are fighting over these. I still don't get it, but it's nice to having. I don't change my avatar at all. Just so you know, I'm on sabbatical from my alliance at the moment. So to those on 146, if you want to come and have some fun on at Farq's Xmas Grotto, you're all very welcome. But there's so much stuff to think about within this game. I remember, say, when we had it, we started off with a bank was there. There was other buildings here that from there. But I think one of the big, massive parts that came into the game of when we first started, we had combat station. That is all. It's crazy to think that we only had 2 researchers. And then they brought in Galaxy, which really added that extra layer. And then we got Outlaw, then we got Territory, and then we got away teams. There's so much research compared to what there used to be, and even within, like say, the original combat tree, it kind of stopped. Well, it kind of stopped there. That's where it stopped. That's all we had, and there's even more been added since. And thinking about primes and stuff like that was just something you just didn't think about. And let's come into the alliance tab. So territories, yes. Armadas coming soon. The old armadas that came in, and what a letdown that was, but they've now become part of the game, and I hate them more than anything. But then say like exocomps, diplomacy, for instance. Remember when you weren't able to work out who was an ally and who wasn't? You had to just guess and remember the different alliances. And even moving into the alliance store, there's so many more tabs now that for things to do, for things to collect. Yes, there's a lot of things to collect, but there's so much. And I think obviously the big part of it was say officers. The number of officers that we started with was low, but now the number of officers that we have now in this game of all different abilities, and every day people are finding new combinations within the community that can overcome a specific problem that's been generated. So is it a yellow? Is it a red? Is it an event? Is it a territory capture? Is it for armadas? The community are bringing and working out that all these, as we see them sometimes as useless officers, are there for a reason. And if you find the right combination, you can do that. I'm still frustrated that I still haven't got these bottom ones. I'm so close to getting a full lot. Obviously, we know Tao will never be released because he's broken. But I've got so many others. I'm so close to JJ and others. So there's so much from there. And even looking at things like this, say second builder, second research, second repair. These are things that have helped the community in growing. Yes, putting a bit more money into the game, but also helped us along. Remember, you had to have one building at a time. And even the ships. Oh, wow, the Rialto. I miss that. I still use it every day, pretty much. But they say, remember the jellyfish? Mark 1 jellyfish. What a beast. No Franklin, no Botany Bays. The release of the North Star, the base cracker. I think you got to remember, like back in the day, the game mechanics now with raiding was that you don't lose any hull health when you raid. Back in the day, your envoys and your horizons took damage, and you had to repair between every single run of a raid. It was madness. I do miss that sometimes. Also, bubble used to be 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh, I wish they that now. But say there's so many ships now to pick from. I say, and it's only ever growing. Gonna go grower and bigger. And I say, those Ops 50 and above now have the super ships. I still want one of those just for the just want it. But that's my next one. Kelvin's my next one. I'm pretty much going to be very close to that now. But for us as a community, we've grown. We have seen people come. We've seen people go. We've seen people pass. We have grown as a community. However much we hate each other on our servers sometimes, we are one big community and making this game grow. Any hints or tips? Any comments you've got? Any ideas that you think I've missed of how the game has progressed? Stick them in the comment section below. Happy birthday to us all. And I'll see you again on another What the Farq.